On question number 3, we want to find the equation of the axis of symmetry and the coordinates of the vertex. We want to identify the vertex, but before we have to do that, we have to get y by itself. So let's add 1 to both sides. So we get y equals 5x squared minus 25x. And then my brain went too fast. I'm supposed to add 1 to both sides, not 4. And 3 plus 1 is 4. So A is 5 and B is negative 25. So we'll find the axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. So it's the opposite of negative 25 all over 2 times 5. So that'll be 25 over 10. I'll divide by 5 and I'll get 5 over 2. So my axis of symmetry is x equals 5 over 2. Now let's find, I don't know why I said 5a squared either. That's supposed to be 5x squared. Maybe because a is 5. I don't know why I did that. Okay, now let's use our equation. And to find y, we're going to replace x with 5 halves. So y equals 5 times 5 halves squared minus 25 times 5 halves, and then plus 4. Well, we know 5 squared is 25 over 4 minus 125 over 2 plus 4. So 5 times 25 is 125 over 4 minus 125 over 2 plus 4. Well, we probably want to rewrite that with a common denominator of 4, don't we? So you get 125, and then we have to multiply by 2, so we get plus 250. And then 4 times 4 is 16, right? So 125, that was a minus, by the way. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Minus. So negative 125 plus 16. Negative 125 plus 16 turns into negative 109. So my vertex is at 5 halves and negative 109 over 4. And since it's a happy vertex, that would be the minimum. Can't get any smaller than that point. And then on the next one, 2 points in the parabola are negative 3, 5, and 11, 5. So what's the equation of the axis of symmetry? Well, notice my y values are the same, aren't they? So my vertex is going to be halfway between these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of negative 3 plus 11. Or that would be 8 over 2, which would be 4. So your axis of symmetry is 4. Now, if they wouldn't have given us those points, they wouldn't have been the same, then we'd had to do it like we did the other points. Okay, 15. I want to solve this equation to find two numbers that have a sum of negative 6 and a product of 9. Well, if you go to factor that, notice you're going to get n plus 3 times n plus 3 squared equals 0. So I take the square root of both sides. N plus 3 equals 0. So n equals negative 3. Now, there are two answers, negative 3 and negative 3. They just happen to be the same. Notice negative 3 times negative 3. What is that? There we go. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Negative 3 plus negative 3 is negative 6. We probably could have just done the factoring like we did in Chapter 8 to solve that problem.